Hey everybody, it's your boy Angus back again on Rugby Chats with Angus. So I've had quite a decent response on the Springbok selections last week. Basically, a lot of guys agree with me and a few changes here and there that people would love to see. And so I've compiled my list of potential All Blacks, what the New Zealand A side in future could look like. Maybe they should play the interview tour in Europe along with the All Blacks, maybe in the midweek against an England Saxons team, for instance. And it took me a bit of work, to be honest. There's a lot of backs in New Zealand that have talent to burn. It was quite hard selecting them and leaving certain guys out. And I'm sure many of you will disagree on my selections as well, because there is such good talent. In the centers, I kind of struggled, especially inside center. And also, loose forwards was fine. And also in the tight five, I had a bit of a struggle, and also on the bench, especially with the props. There was a bit of an issue for me to get decent props who could possibly make the All Black side. But like I said in my previous video as well with the Springboks, not all these guys will go on to play Test Rugby. It's just to see if they can make the step up, if there's any deeper potential we haven't seen in Super Rugby. So without any further ado, let me get to my Matchday 23, starting with the starting 15 at fullback. So the first guy on my list is Chase Tiatia. And basically, he hasn't played that much this year for the Hurricanes, mainly because Jordie Barrett has been playing fullback. But I remember since last season, Chase was very, very good for the Hurricanes that season. I saw him as a raw talent that can possibly play for the All Blacks. Just remember that all these guys I have selected, they have not been capped yet. So basically, it's all uncapped players I'm working with now. That's why I said it was a bit of a struggle to put an A side together. So Chase Tiatia gets the nod for me at 15. I feel that he's got good vision, he's destructive, he's got speed, and also he knows how to finish as well, with opportunity arises itself. And then on the right wing, the Chiefs sensation Sean Wainui, skillful player, again good speed, good vision, good offload as well. So Sean gets the nod there for me. And then at outside centre, Vince also of the Hurricanes. Also has been really good, especially in the last match he played. I think that he has a good future in New Zealand rugby, if need be, especially now with the rebuilding phase, with a lot of seniors lost. Obviously, if you think about it, what's his name again? Ryan Crotty, obviously retired, and ALB is still in the mix. Obviously, the next first choice for them, but he can play 12 or 13. But if you have LB at 12 and you have Vince also at 13, you might have a good combination going there. Like the Laumapi and also at the Hurricanes combination. And then inside center, like I said, I was struggling a bit and I was looking at form this season. And the only name that could pop up for me that was uncapped and I feel was good enough is TJ Fayani of the Blues. So he gets a nod for me at inside center. And on the left wing, I was scratching my head a bit because there's been quite a few standout performances as well. Mark DeLee of the Blues being one of them. I wanted to start him, but then I went back to last season as well, because I took this team over the course of 2 seasons. Guys who played for their teams last year and this year and remained consistent as well. I went with Ben Lam. A lot of people talked about him as a possible All Black bolter for the World Cup last year. Didn't happen. And he sort of went through a dip in form, but he looked to have regained that form again. So Ben Lam on the left wing for me. And then at number 10, I had to go for another selection that wouldn't please too many people, but there weren't many uncapped All Blacks, to select from the super team. So I went with Oteri Black of the Blues. Basically because the Blues have been doing well this season and has been the general in the last, I think, 4 or 5 matches, actually all season. So they are doing something right and he's doing something right as well to get the wins for his side because he's the general after all. At number 9, Britton Hall. I feel that this is probably the most unluckiest player in New Zealand, to be honest. I remember him being part of the 2012 group that lost to the Junior Box in Cape Town at Newlands a couple of years ago. And basically, he was the captain, as far as I can remember. Or he led the Haka, or both. I'm not sure. But anyway, Britton Hall has been, he's been consistent for the Crusaders. And there's always been guys that's been more experienced, like Aaron Smith and TJ Perenara, and then Brad Weber had a standout season with the Chiefs. Teto Roy Range had a good season with the Chiefs. And all these guys got caps and always being left in the dark, you can say. But he never went off, and I can't think of a game where Brindle had a bad game for the Crusaders. He's won 3 titles in a row with them now, and he's been a key part of the success, for the last couple of seasons. So Brindle definitely will get a starting spot for me. Number 8, Hoskins Tutu, another Blues player. He's been destructive for the Blues. Very impressive guy. A good rookie to have as well, and that's why I say a possible All Black in the future. And another position I sort of scratched my head with, but I went with number 7 because he's a personal favorite of me, Duplessis Karifi. Basically, I feel that also he has very good ball skills. He's mobile on the fringes. It's also very destructive with ball in hand, and a very good tackler as well, and not too bad at the breakdown in terms of fetching. And also, speaking of fetching, I was also in two minds here. I went with Cullen Grace at number 6 just because of his tackling and overall work rate of the Crusaders, but the guy on the bench could have been starting as well. You'll see who he is when I get there. Number 5, Mitchell Danche of the Crusaders again. Yeah, look, he's been solid for them as well. No complaints. Hardly ever had a bad game. Plays in a championship team. I can't see too much going wrong there. And then Tom Robinson. He's normally a flanker for the Blues, but he can also play lock. Quite a tall fella. And I feel that it could be that hybrid player that South Africa has in Detroit, being a number 4 or number 7. Doesn't matter. He can play both actually. So Robbo, the big red dog, it's the not for me there. And at props, I struggled, like I mentioned. I went off to Sione Mafilio. I had to go with him. There weren't many uncapped guys, and I feel that he's been good enough in Super Rugby as well. Ricky Catali of the Hurricanes. He's been talked about as a possible future All Black, the Durban-born hooker. And then, of course, Aiden Ross of the Chiefs. He's also been quite solid for them at scrum time, and been generally good over the park. So yeah, that's my starting 15. And then at replacement hooker, I went for another Crusader in Andrew Makaleo, or Andy as he's affectionately known. It's actually an all Crusader front row, to be honest, on the bench. So I went with George Bauer and Oliver Jaeger. I feel that they've been doing well for the Crusaders, and the pack has been generally quite strong and good. Even when these guys were starting or coming off the bench. So I do feel that they do deserve to be in an All Black A side. And then the Hurricanes lock, Issa Walker Weiriri. I think I got his name right there. I feel that he's also been solid for the Canes, where he's been starting, where he's been coming off the bench. So I feel he deserves a call up, for the All Black A side. And then the flank I spoke about is the turnover machine, Lachlan Boshier. Not the biggest man, but definitely always puts his head in there, and definitely is a contender for me to be an All Black in future. Sam Knock of the Blues, like I mentioned, the Blues have been doing well. Uncapped scrum offs in Super Rugby, not that many. The Chiefs have 2 All Blacks, the Hurricanes have a starting one, the Highlanders have one, and the Blues are the only ones who doesn't have a starting scrum off that's played through All Blacks before. So I went for Sam Knock. And the only Highlander in my matchday squad, and before your Highlanders fans get pissed at me, I actually asked one of your biggest fans his opinion on WhatsApp last night, and he said to me, "Oh, it's slim pickings, mate." That was his words, Timmy said to me, "It's slim pickings." So, yeah, don't be mad at me for selecting only one guy. And he's a former Crusader as well, Mitch Hunt. You'll probably remember him for actually slotting a drop goal against you guys 2 seasons ago to win a match after being locked up at 22-all at full time or at 80 minutes. So yeah, that's my only number 10 I have there. And then outside backs, I was really scratching my head, but I had to go with Mark Delia as I wanted to start him in the first place. I think he's a revelation. He can have a great future for the All Blacks as well. He's big, he's strong, he's got vision, speed. He's like a Joey Malomu, you can say, kind of build kind of guy, not the same kind of player, but build wise, he reminds me a lot of him. So I'll go Mark Delia. My other pick was Will Jordan, but I feel like Delia, has been starting more than Will, although Will has played longer in Super Rugby. And also feel that Mark, maybe could be the one that can play maybe outside centre as well, due to his body frame and not just being a finisher as Jordan is, who can play wing and fullback. So yeah, that's my All Black 23 A side. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, I'll be back probably only next week with an Aussie team. I'll be working on a team as well just to see what I can get. Maybe I have to go through a few reruns of Super Rugby matches on YouTube. I'm gonna go for a possible small procedure tomorrow. I have a bit of a wisdom tooth that's been bothering me for a while now, and yeah, it's been affecting my speech, and it's been quite painful. I'm sitting in pain as we speak, but nonetheless, not important. Yeah, you guys keep well, and again, thanks for the support. Drop me a like, drop me a comment, share this video if you'd like, and yeah, I'll be back with you guys soon. Cheers, man.